Hello and welcome back, my friends. Hambbage here, and you guessed it, hardcore vanilla Minecraft action coming right up. Let's let's not oversell the action quite yet. I've got a cup of coffee that is too hot to drink sitting right next to me here. Haven't had any caffeine yet for the day, and we're back from an awesome adventure where we got all kinds of good loots. We traded for a bunch of emeralds. Let's just go look at our treasure chest. Ooh, looks so good. Um, but we kind of have to come up with a bit of a plan of action. And I don't know that we came to any decisions at the end of the last episode. Um, it's kind of two directions that we really need to look at going in. They are the darkroom spawner and the fields to finish up the stuff that we got. Since we have so little of it, let's go ahead and do this dirt while I'm just kind of getting going myself here. I do doing this. I think the earlier priority is going to be the darkroom spawner, and I think we'll just do it out of cobble. It'll be heinous and horrid. But as we said, we want to get to the point where we're rocking and rolling in this world. Then we can worry about pretty and neat and all the rest. Having that infinity book is huge because for the life of our first good bow, well, we don't even have a bow yet, but when we do, we will be good with, just a single arrow, really. So no need to really worry about skeletons. Once we have one infinity book, by the time we've used up and, repaired and everything a single first bow, we're going to have all of our villager traders and everything set up. I mean, that'll get us well into content. I don't think that maybe we retired a single bow and slow cooker, because you got to remember there will be anvil replacements on that first bow. So once you get all the enchantments, you got power 5, you got flame, you got unbreaking 3, and obviously we'll stick the infinity on there, punch. Once you have all those going, you are pretty well set, but you still have a bunch of action levels on the anvil that you can use. So it'll be expensive towards the end to do the last repairs, but you can just keep sticking newly made bows or, picked up, whatever, bows from mobs onto it to do the repairs and keep giving you durability. So it should give you a long life of productive archery before you need to move on. And again, that's just kind of what I'm thinking is we use that. Now this will give us a decent approximation of how much terrain we have. here. And I'm still not perfectly certain of where we want to start this. If we want to cut down that waterlogged cave hill thing, or if we want to push a little bit back more on that side. All right, well, that was fun. We just used up our dirt. Just, again, getting started here a bit. Make sure we have all our faculties about us as we begin. So yeah, we'll, eventually grow up farms and stuff there. We got all those nice seeds, beets and the melons to start. And we'll get the others as we go. Not too concerned there. We now have steaks. And I think we'll just go ahead and swap those out. So next mission is where do we want to make this first darkroom spawner? How much room do we have out into this central area? I think this is a little tight. So let's just go. Come back by home. We'll probably sleep at home instead of camping out since the sun's getting low. And then we'll go out the other way and make a start out there. I guess the thing we should do here is load up our cobble while we're here so we can get going. And the old ladder shuffle. See, okay, that should be good. A lot of wood used. That's okay. Alright, now we are into nighttime, so we can sleep. Oh, and I missed the window. Missed the window. But I wanted that sip of coffee bad. Alright. So, we're going to head out here where there's a lot more open ocean. And just find a spot that's well removed from shores. And call it good. Starting with something that's fairly elevated isn't a bad idea. And of course we don't want to go too far from home. What do we got? I was kind of targeting this little L bend, but I think it's a little close on our islands. Going deep. I think anything that gets those little sea mounds underneath the surface are just too close to an island, shore, whatever. All right, boat out there on the way home. So we'll be approaching from this side. You guys now are going to be all old hands at this layout if you were around for that part of World 6. Ooh. So our layout is got to don't need multiple sacks there. And I think that's just too slow. We'll risk it. Dumb idea for us, but I can't stand around for that long. Okay, well this is exactly what we want with only land out in the distance. So we've gone up 128 blocks. It's 2 full stacks. We We'll now do our splash back down. And do this one now. So it is there's a bit of risk involved anytime you jump. I mean, that jumping off these towers into water is fairly safe. There's no land shortly below or anything like that, but the game can be funky sometimes, and typically playing it safe is the way to go. But we'll build up our ladder, and these three pillars, the one that we had kind of partially started down there, and then these two. So we'll have kind of an enclosed ladder area. Obviously, we are not yet ready to do the water elevators because we don't have. Well, we could do the down. Uh-oh. Hmm. Um, 192. I think that's actually right because uh, sea level 128. Yeah, I think that's good. Now, I think that accounts for the ones down there, which left us just a bit short. So let's do. There we go. All right. Now we can do an extra ladder up there. Load these up. Seemed like a lot of residual jumping. I'm not sure if I was just barely maintaining some contact on the spacebar or what, but bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, and this one's off because the others were already placed on the bottom. Maybe. Something-ish. Anyway, got those done. Ooh, we need to get our purple bed placed here. What that means. Okay. Let's do this just to be sure. Ah, that. This is massive skill. If you can climb a ladder while affixing additional ladders at high speed, you are killing it. That is some fitness. In a real world sense, of course. Minecraft is pretty easy. Okay, so that was... That's where we need to get to. So, now... we're going to do... a section up here that is everything but the holes for our water elevator and our ladder. And so primarily the front is actually going to face out to our island there, and we'll boat up, hop off, jump in. We'll have one water elevator going up that will shoot us up to the top of this platform, and then the other one pulling us back down again so we can travel much more quickly than the ladder. Now, since that is our closest land that we can see at the moment, we'll do... I think we are well served to give ourselves a little cushion, because again, that's going to be the space up above where our little working platform is for the dark rooms. So we'll have walls here. We can kind of rough this in. And get some lights down. All this we can do more with in a bit. I just want to make sure we're set. So now that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do... That's our row. Now we're going to count out. And this is because we don't have... Okay. This is our edge. And then we're going to do boom. these are our drop areas. We'll have... Yeah, didn't silence the phone. That's nice. Getting probably like an Apple News update I don't want, or some other nonsense. I was happy to see, speaking of that, which you guys probably didn't hear now, I actually played back and listened to the start of this world last night. Just, to kind of see how it went. And I listened for the world naming Olympic flyover, and it wasn't that loud at all. It was like, oh, okay, well, that's what that was. So I'm a little less terrified of like the yard working, landscaping crews that come by and some of that kind of stuff when I do record. Doesn't seem that this mic picks those up quite as clearly as I had feared that it did. And that's pretty welcome. Why does this seem so... it seems very lopsided. How did I get so lopsided? The good news is we just filled in all the torches, so we aren't quite as bad. But yeah, always, this is why it's good to lay everything out carefully. Now, how does that align? Yeah, everything's off. And boop. Okay, so that is our center. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So the dark rooms above our heads are going to come to a central channel that is 3x3 with a 3x3 hole in the middle of it, up above us. They will have the 8-block water channel. That's how far water will flow out of a bucket. So we'll set those up in between each of the sections and then just stack sections on top like a layer cake, and consider it all good. Now we need apparently 2 more here, just to make this nice and uniform. And we'll do all the cosmetic bits later. I just want to have enough room to work around. Okay. So, we don't really want to fall down those holes, but aside from their having a chance of death on the back edge, they're not too deadly yet. And yeah, I probably could have just jumped off. But it's nice. We get to soak in the view, the desert out in the sunset. I don't want a bunch of mobs spawning while we're Really? After all that? So, needless to say, I hope you guys don't hear. I do try to move the mic way back. I used to like do a full-on mute. Once I get a deck hooked up, then all the better. We can just kill the audio. I can take a sip, not have to worry about it. But I hope you guys don't hear too much of that noise when we get started. So, next up, I think let's just throw a few lights down. So it's kind of easy getting this tower set. And I think we'll just go ahead and do that. We've got the stone for it. It's no rocket science. When we finally do get to the top, I think we already floored these in. So we'll have to break and reset. Okay. All right. Now, I think either we made a big mess. Oh, don't hit the boat. It's a good thing we can directionally fall. All right, so see the water coming down? I think it's going to hold okay. But while we're at it, yeah, look at that. Now, it will spin out, spill out. Once we put dirt in there. But we can get the signs ahead of that. I think we should be okay. Let's go for science. I've never done this way. I don't know if this will work or not, but we won't have the soul sand. We can't do the up elevator, but just doing the down would certainly save us as we get going. I mean, jumping. Don't want to lose the world though. We've lost too many for a glitch, rage, all that stuff. We won't kill our local cows. They're our friends. Until they've had many, 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 many babies. Then odds say we probably will, but okay, we want sticks, some signs. Six will do. 4 really will do. We will want a single piece of dirt. There's going to be a great beacon of filth in our line of sight every day. Oh well. Remind us. It'll serve as a constant reminder, that cobble box in the sky. We need to be careful. We need to take care of ourselves. All right. Sticks away. Bucket of water. Let's go. Should I just do this out of the mine? I don't know. Let's look and see if we can find some kelp. Let's go this way. We haven't really done a bunch of exploring out in this direction, I don't think. Don't look on kelp on the water, but we'll take some glow squid ink just for fun. There we go. Go, 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 go. We can do it. All right. First challenge passed. I hear you, Drowny. So, I'm guessing most everybody watching is familiar with what we're doing here. If on the random chance you're not, we're setting up the water elevator, and we can only do one of them at this point. We haven't been to the Nether. We don't have any soul sand, and that there are blocks that we're going to put to control the water columns. And we pretty much just showed the effect that we're going to set up here in our newly formed water column. Let's get a little front stoop here. Be nice for putting a bed out if we need it. Otherwise, just not floating and bouncing around. Okay, so here we need our signs. And we're going to put one there. They don't need to say anything. By all means, if you want them to say something, go for it. Okay, so we got a column of water here. It is placed by the bucket all the way up at the top. And we set it to flow. When you put it there, it won't move, but it will be a source and generate all this falling water flowing all the way down. All the water between that top bucket and down here at the ocean level is falling, and it's not source water. It's just being generated by the bucket that we placed, which is a source block. And if we tried to like put an empty bucket here, I don't think we can dump our bucket. Oh, there we go. So if we try to fill a bucket here, we can't do it. I'm left clicking and the bucket would fill, but these are not actually blocks of water. It's just water falling out of that source past. So we want to get to the point where all of that column is effectively buckets of water. And I guess you could stack them bucket-wise, but there's a better way to go about doing that, and I hope it's going to work here. Oh, we're still short? I thought we had so much. Okay, we need to go get 8 more pieces of kelp. Down, 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 down. Come on, kelp. Okay. Up, 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 up. We need air. We're on the axolotl. 1. Perfect. Okay. Now we have enough, hopefully, to get to the top. Pretty important. And I've never done it this way before. Usually, you need to have a water-breathing potion or a Res 3 helmet to make it the length of this column. Okay, good. The blocks are doing their, the signs are doing their part. They're holding this water in, so you got a column. Now, the way that we convert these blocks to water source blocks is to plant kelp in them. And so as we go up here, we can go. Now, the other, that makes it a little bit of a mess, but we can keep getting air, and air is good. So this is a little rock and rolly as it keeps kicking out. So we'll have a messy, wet ride up, but you can see, oh, I didn't, oh no, get back in there. So you can kind of bounce on the edge of a column of water here and dip out, get and if you do it just right, you can pretty much hold still on the edge of a column of water. See how we're up above the flow out? This is flowing down, and I'm just fluttering the space bar just right. And this is a good thing to practice. You want to, there are places, the end, where being able to sit on the edge of a column of water like that can allow you to create platforms and things out in the void that would not. And y'all may be familiar with like Enderman farms in the end for repairing tools and all that. They're pretty common and very popular, but they are hugely effective for a good reason. They get you more XP. Oh, see, this is where it's just so tough when that flow comes out. So you get good block of air. You can look around, kind of see where you're going. But it's a wild ride. This is not how I normally do it. Normally we just have an enclosed enclosed space and fill up the blocks from there. Obviously, we're not doing that this time. So now we have an exterior column of water. And you can see we're very slowly being pushed down in it when we're on the outside here, but we're suspended. And with just a little bit of spaces, we can hold on the outside of that. We've got air. We're outside the block, but we're still attached to it. And again, if that was an ocean or a concrete slab, cobblestone slab below us, we could, we could go all the way down. But if it was in the void or something, that would be death. But using these water columns like this, you can come down and, if you're on the edge, you can set up, but then we could hang a block outside and, actively we can kind of do this ourselves here. I was going to build up because that's the normal way, but we can just kind of, oh boy. Oh, watch that flow outward though. Because yeah, we fall out, we're likely to hit those cobblestones I was just talking about. Oh, not that way. Come on, get air, get air, get air. Can I eat? That's kind of nice. So yeah, I don't know why that kicked me out, except that maybe we just let it get too close. So we just got to be patient. I know it's tough for us, but hey, this is me learning. You guys have probably all already done this. I've never seen the water elevator affected this way, and I've never enjoyed at all playing in the end like this to create the. Okay, we're getting too close there. That might push us out. Oh, careful. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that are just like, what? Why even bother, man? Just jump off the top. You don't need this elevator. No, but it's kind of nice to have it done and safe and secure before we need it and, before it's done. So once we do get soul sand, we can have the up is the more valuable when it comes down to it of the two. You want the, man, I still got a long way to go. You want the up because up is faster than climbing the ladder, and that's the real piece. Obviously, gravity can go down, but you'll actually get pulled down quicker in this one than you would just jumping. It actively sucks you down with those bubbles, and is safe. You won't die going down it. So. Ooh, went too far. Not the quickest way. If you have a respiration helmet, if you have water breathing potions, you can do this much, much, much quicker. As we did in slow cooker. Ooh. Oh, I hit E instead of W. Come on. Tough to find that little balance, but once you get it. Now, see, that's where. Oh, that's awful. Come on. Try to get fancy. I was like, oh, I can. Oh, no. Now you're spreading out. You're probably taking out all my torches. Oh, 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 get. This was an awful idea. Don't do this. Yeah, I said it was fun. Oh, hey. Not cool, man. Sleep in a waterbed. Torches spilling out all over the place. Well, it wasn't pretty. How did that torch stay the whole time? That's crazy. Torch there. Might as well do this one while we're at it. Oh. Okay, so now we have a column of water that is all not. Yeah, no, it was those two too. I had kelp in them, obviously. Okay, now we put this in there. And now all the kelp is going to rain down on us because we've created the down suction with the magma block. And you'll see if we go inside here, we don't lose any air bubbles because we're... Now it will slowly burn our feet. So in that sense, it could kill you, if you just like walked away and stood here for a while. But you won't drown, and that's the more immediate concern. Okay, let's spend a few more of our precious little cobbles on pathway all the way around this thing so we can get from the ladder side to the elevators. Oh, you're playing with a torch? You can play with that torch, Dolphin. That's fine. Okay, let's go for the ride. So, slow up still, but should be working for all the way back down again. Anybody remember when we started this thing? So we can stop mid-climb. 55, hey, perfect. Well, this is the great elevator building stream. And it was a good start. We got our the base of our killing platform set. Obviously, we'll need a lot more supplies before we can really get the darkroom spawner fully effective. but at least being able to do this now. There we go. Just to keep ourselves from harm. Let's do that. And here we go, triumphant elevator ride. So as you can see the bubbles, just like in the ocean, that's a bubble column coming up out of the magma. And the magma over 128 blocks worth of distance will pull us down the whole way, but we never have to worry about getting a fresh breath, anything like that. We just zoop all the way down. Nice and safe and fun. And here's our boat. There's our island. There's our torch. The dolphin didn't even take it. So kind of a fun little start. That epic thumbnail. So we didn't get the loots that we've had in recent episodes, certainly, but we did make some needful progress. We kind of picked away at our future farm site a little bit, and then got our tower built for our darkroom spawner. So not a bad hour's work, considering that the coffee was just beginning to flow. We should have more fun, but I think we'll perhaps stash those and that. I think for the next episode, we may go on another wood run. I don't know. We're going to need a lot of trapdoors, as those of you guys who have seen it know. Just a zillion of them, and they take a lot of wood. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. And I'm kind of worried we may run out of cobble too, so we may need to do some more mining as well. Not sure exactly what is going to take our top billing there. But I do think forestry may be our next great adventure, because we just need wood for a lot of stuff. As you can see, just the torches alone are going to take another big chunk out of that. And I know we're far from having enough to really set up our deal. Iron we're still a bit short on, because we'll need to make all the hoppers. Too much left. The cobble really speeds it up, but we'll probably need more than what we've got. That doesn't cut it for the whole box. I mean, we've only got not quite 3 rows. So a little ambitious, but not way off. We'll get there, and I plan to be back for more episodes today, so stay tuned. We'll get this one loading up. I'll take a little break while it's doing its thing, and I'll be back to see you guys shortly. I hope you're doing well. Take care as always. I really do appreciate you guys coming by and viewing. That's the reason these are going up, is so people can enjoy them. If you do, though, consider dropping a like or putting a comment in there saying hi. Let me know who you are. Certainly been great to see some of you guys dropping by, and all your feedback is wonderful. Really appreciate it. If you want to keep up to date on all the latest videos and fun, think about hitting that subscribe, and you'll get the latest videos right there on your YouTube homepage. So take care. We'll see you all soon. Bye now. Wait, now, see, I did it again. I always talk to that menu, and then I don't put up the thank you or stop the screen. There you go. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Take care.